Hello, LA. You're up way past your bedtime, aren't you? Hope you've slipped into something comfortable. I know I have. If you're new to town or just new to this whole radio thing, you're listening to The Deb of Night, the only girl who will spend the night with you and leave first thing in the morning, guaranteed. Well, looks like the boards are lighting up. Aren't I the popular one? Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who will be the lucky caller? You've got the first shot at Deb tonight. So, who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
Hi, Deb. This is, Vigo.
Vigo? So, Vigo, why are you up so late?
I'm working the late shift here at the, yacht club.
Uh-huh. How many boats do you own, Vigo?
2. Actually, 3. One is, in the shop.
I used to do a little yachting myself. What brand of yacht do you have?
You probably wouldn't know the brand. I, bought them in Italy.
Ah, la Italia bella. Parlate italiano?
Yes.
Arrivederci, Vigo. Caller 2, you're on The Deb of Night. Be gentle.
Hi, Deb.
Hello, caller.
Hi, Deb.
Is tonight a rerun?
Deb.
Caller number 3, what's keeping you up tonight?
Deb, listen to me, Deb. They're at it again and people have got to know. They've got to know because they don't know. They won't report the stuff on the news because they own the news.
Hello, Gomez. What's the latest conspiracy?
Conspiracy? This goes beyond conspiracy, okay? There's no word for something as devious and secret as this, you understand? The people need to hear this. They need to know the real story.
You've got our undivided attention.
All right. As we all know, the Americans established a moon base back in the late 70s. That's no secret. But what most people don't know is that they have been conducting a dig. Not for resources, but for artifacts.
I see.
Well, it's no coincidence that the Chinese have started conducting space missions. You know why? I'll tell you why. The reason is because the Chinese are trying to stop the Americans from finding an ancient space probe sent by the Beta Centaurians. And why? Because the Beta Centaurians are giving space technology to the Chinese to get back at the Andromedans, a.k.a. the Greys, for giving space technology to the Americans in the 50s.
Fascinating.
The American government's been putting more money into space. Don't you see what's happening? I can't believe I'm the only one that's figured it out. Am I the only person alive that can see what's going on? It's because the Andromedans and the Betas are going to be fighting their war in this galaxy through us, Deb. And the American people, the people of Earth, you people, cannot let this happen. It's Move versus Atlantis all over again.
Thank you, Gomez, and that concludes the news portion of the show. Well, this girl's got to pay her bills, so it's time for a few commercials. But don't go anywhere. I'm just getting warmed up, or should I say, hot.
Up and do this. How's everyone doing today? I was torn between doing VTM and drawing. Maybe I'll do both today, but I was doing studies earlier. And oops. Okay, switch to game. Okay. So, is the volume okay? Do I need to turn it up a little bit? The game volume fine? Am I fine? Okay. So, where did we leave off last time? We just did the Oceanside Hotel and the art gallery, I believe.
Hello, LA. You're up way past
And we need to go back to...
Oh
yeah, we definitely just did the art gallery because I'm still hurting. Check my email. Nicely done. Your assistance was much appreciated. In regards to the werewolf blood, please find your payment in the mailbox if you haven't already done so. I have. Okay. And I did check. And yes, your name, it always says email for Suckhead up there.
Vigo.
So.
Vigo, why are you up so late?
Anyway. I'm a little hungry. Let's see if we can find something to snack on. Volume is good? Okay, good. The last thing one of my pet peeves about streams for whatever reason is they're always so quiet. And I know they do it because they don't want to be too loud, but then I can't hear them. and then I have to turn them up, and then like a commercial comes on and it's like really like painfully loud, and it's just a mess that I'd rather not deal with. Okay, so we need to go back to Asylum, excuse me. Maybe I can have a sip from do a blood heal. And then maybe we can take a sip from a blood doll in there. Or maybe my favorite public urinator. He's going to publicly urinate. Is coming back here. You don't need to go back here either. Just leave me alone. Okay. It's delicious. Delicious. Okay. I love the rain. In the club. Let's go get yelled at by Jeanette. No, not Jeanette. Therese. Let's get yelled at by Therese.
I missed you. Did you miss me?
Like Sanity missed me. Lunchtime. Hopefully she's not too low already. Oh good. Oh good. She's replenished. Okay. I have to wait for that door to shut. Anyway, I hope the rest of you have been doing good today. I've been trying not to fall asleep in the afternoon. I had a cup of coffee at 1:30, and now I'm playing games in order to not fall asleep.
You. What were you thinking?
About
the museum. That was my event. Did you think I wouldn't find out?
Wait.
Shut up. I thought I could control my sister as long as Tongue was out of the picture, but nothing's changed. I should have expected that you'd succumb to Jeanette's influence like all the others, but how dare you!
Don't know what your lips are saying.
Don't lie to me! Jeanette already confessed she tricked you into doing it. It was probably all Tongue's idea. I'll deal with them later. But that's still no excuse for you ruining my museum.
I didn't know it was yours. But see, I've brought you ghostly bauble and old words.
My museum is wrecked! Do you understand? Now, if you'd like to atone, or if you'd like to provide further assurance of your innocence, I have one more task that has to be dealt with.
Wow, I don't think I've ever gotten that response before. What new deed is this?
I made some threats against my sister. Idle threats, involving fire and her impious satin sheets. She took them quite seriously, and is avoiding me. I want to meet with her, and explain that they were said in the heat of the moment. I asked her to meet me at the Surfside Diner, to reconcile, but I'm busy with the club and my other endeavors. I'd like you to go to the diner and promise her that I don't plan to take any action against her. Wait for her in the back booth, near the phones.
I am a little tired, but I'm not doing too bad. This is more convoluted than my Seiki. I will find her and then we will finish this. Roses for her when they should be stones, dear Baron. Shall I show her the sunrise? I'm going to say the first one. This is more convoluted than my Seiki. I will find her and then we will finish this.
I want to see my sister. Yes, I'll call it off once I've spoken with her myself. Just do what I ask.
Okay. Close sesame? There we go. Okay. This is gonna be a mess. Let's equip a weapon. Wait. We'll have an axe. Jesus! I wasn't expecting it that fast. Oh, Jesus Christ. That scared me. There we go. Well, at least I'm not hungry. But holy shit. Scared the ever-living garbage out of me. And I knew it was coming too, and it still scared me. Yes?
It was a setup. Listen, I know we've had our differences, but you have to trust me. Therese tried to have you killed. I had to lock myself in the bathroom because now she's got a gun and... Please, you have to help me!
This sounds different. Patience, White Mistress. Tell me what troubles you.
Therese knew it was you at the gallery all along. She set you up and... Did you hear that? She's crazy. She paid those thieves for a hit. She'll kill anyone who gets in the way of her becoming the top dog of Santa Monica.
I will come to right this wrong.
Hurry! I don't know how much longer I have.
Here I come to save the day. That's a different one too. I don't remember that. I want to think that Therese usually interrupts. Okay, so I'm gonna try to save them both, but I'm not sure it's gonna work. I don't know what the secret... I've been trying to stay neutral this entire time, but Jeanette seems to think that we're not nice to each other, so let's see what happens. Save it.
You stay out of this! To think anyone would risk their life for this filthy, tainted waste of blood. This will just make it easier to kill both of you. Help! Save me and I'll help you find Bertram, I swear! Shut up, Jeanette! I warned you to stay away from Tongue. He's turned you against me. I always looked out for you, but you couldn't stand my success. You had to meddle, didn't you? I didn't want it to end like this, but you forced me! You never gave me any credit for anything, Therese. I was the one calling the shots. Bertram was dancing on my leash. How does it feel to know that I beat you?
Do I have high enough persuasion? Probably not. What strange fate twist befall us?
Isn't it obvious? I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore. Do you realize that despite her condition, she still fornicates with kind, no less? So despicable. So unclean. You're one to talk, dear sister. Or should I say daddy's little girl? Do you want to know just how depraved the Baron of Santa Monica can be? Shut up, Jeanette. You'd love the world to think you're a saint. When you thought I was asleep, I used to hear Father come in at night. I heard him whisper how much he loved you in your ear before he... Don't finish that sentence, or you're dead.
I suppose if I have to choose one, I would choose Jeanette. Please continue, Ivory Goddess.
Had his way with you, and he didn't have to force you. You went limp and became his plaything. Do you think I didn't hear it? Night after night? Always the obedient daughter until... Shut up. Just shut up!
So... This is actually really interesting, because a lot of people criticize Jeanette and Therese, but the truth of the matter is that I know it's not called multiple personality disorder anymore, but I can't recall. Dissociative identity disorder is caused from like traumatic childhoods, like being sexually abused by your father. So honestly, I always thought it was very clever. Let's tell Jeanette to stop it. But if if Teresa wins, I'm going to have to restart because I'd rather have Jeanette win.
That's right, Jeanette. No one wants to hear your lies. I was the good girl. You were the wicked one. And despite that, I've always covered up your mistakes. I've taken care of you. And this is how you repay me. Taken care of me. You've done nothing but keep me down. Blame me for every mistake. Did you expect me to let you rule my life until the end of time? No, sister. You've had it coming since our last sunrise. Is that right, dear? If it wasn't for me, you would have never survived this long. Remember? They tried to separate us, but I refused. I chose this life and brought you into it so that we could stay together. Obviously, you've forgotten.
She owes you nothing, Dark Daughter. Does the Dark Daughter speak the truth, White Mistress? Let's do that.
She's a control freak. People, things, emotions. If she can't control something, she gets rid of it. And you're a wild animal. You'll rub up against anything that'll take you in for the night. Then when you're stuffed and bored, you bite the hand that fed you.
You were a sticky little thorn from the beginning, White Daughter. Yes, the Dark One called down the Reaper on me. Alright, I'm trying not to pick a side, so we're switching back and forth.
As I said, to trust Jeanette is to trust a famished jackal not to eat you while you sleep. Therese will never let you live. You've disappointed her. I used you, yes, but I didn't try to have you killed. Therese has no problem with killing, do you? Remember Father? Father loved me. I was a good girl. I always did what I was told. You always hated that he loved me. You disobeyed him. You brought men home when he wasn't there. You were an awful daughter to him.
What of Janus, White Mistress?
Father came home drunk one day and mistook me for Therese. Because I'd fallen asleep in her bed. Don't listen to her. She's lying. Therese walked in while he was there, and she saw me lying with him, and so she went to the closet and pulled out his hunting shotgun, loaded it with deer shot, and blew his mind out all over the silly clown wallpaper. That's a lie. Father killed himself because of Jeanette. She made him miserable. As I recall, he died with a smile on his face.
Do not believe her hollow word, White Daughter's dark deeds. For the Dark Daughter, not to believe. This is hard.
As you shouldn't. I'm afraid, sister, I must write your ending in this family saga. And I want you to know I do so with great anguish and disappointment. I had such hopes that you'd change for the better with my guidance. But so, sweet sister, is this how it has to end? I admit I always knew this night might come. Well, any message you want me to give Father? An apology? A love letter?
Oh, I can say it. Let's see if I can convince them. Give me the boomstick. Nope.
I should turn this on you next, but I won't. Without Jeanette's assistance. Tongue, you're no threat. I'll call off the feud if that will get you out of my city.
This is acceptable. Alright, I'd rather save Jeanette, so let's...
Tongue's hiding out in an abandoned oil tank at the old gas...
Let's reload. Okay. I tried to, like, play both sides, but didn't really work, did it?
You stay out of this! To think anyone would risk their life for this filthy, tainted waste of blood. This will just make it easier to kill both of you. Help! Save me and I'll help you find Bertram! I swear! Shut up, Jeanette! I warned you to stay away from Tongue. He's turned you against me. I always looked out for you, but you couldn't stand my success. You had to meddle, didn't you? I didn't want it to end like this, but you forced me! You never gave me any credit for anything, Therese. I was the one calling the shots. Bertram was dancing on my leash. How does it feel to know that I beat you?
Right.
Isn't it obvious? I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore. Do you realize that despite her condition, she still fornicates with kind, no less? So despicable. So unclean. You're one to talk, dear sister. Or should I say daddy's little girl? Do you want to know just how depraved the Baron of Santa Monica can be? Shut up, Jeanette. You'd love the world to think you're a saint. When you thought I was asleep, I used to hear Father come in at night. I heard him whisper how much he loved you in your ear before he... Don't finish that sentence, or you're dead.
The truth is, neither of them actually die. I mean, we know that.
Had his
Please
way with you,
continue.
and he didn't have to force you. You went limp and became his plaything. Do you think I didn't hear it? Night after night? Always the obedient daughter until... Shut up! Just shut up! Would you like to tell the story? She makes herself out to be the virgin queen of the night, pious as a nun, stable as the Earth's orbit. It's on act, isn't it? I'm the good girl. You're the wicked one. You've done nothing but plot against me when I had our best interests at heart. And despite that, I've always covered up your mistakes. I've taken care of you. And this is how you repay me? Taking care of me. You've done nothing but keep me down, blame me for every mistake. Did you expect me to let you rule my life until the end of time? No, sister. You've had it coming since our last sunrise. Is that right, dear? If it wasn't for me, you would have never survived this long. Remember? They tried to separate us, but I refused. I chose this life and brought you into it so that we could stay together. Obviously, you've forgotten. She's a control freak. People, things, emotions. If she can't control something,
Part of me
she
thinks
gets
this
rid
still
of it.
might not
You're
work.
a wild animal. You'll rub up against anything that'll take you in for the night. Then when you're stuffed and bored, you bite the hand that fed you. Therese will never let you live. You've disappointed her. I used you, yes, but I didn't try to have you killed. Therese has no problem with killing, do you? Remember Father? Father loved me. I was a good girl. I always did what I was told. You always hated that he loved me. You disobeyed him. You brought men home when he wasn't there. You were an awful daughter to him. Father came home drunk one day and mistook me for Therese. Because I'd fallen asleep in her bed. Don't listen to her. She's lying. Therese walked in while he was there, and she saw me lying with him, and so she went to the closet and pulled out his hunting shotgun, loaded it with deer shot, and blew his mind out all over the silly clown wallpaper. That's a lie. Father killed himself because of Jeanette. She made him miserable. As I recall, he died with a smile on his face. The police sure did. They broke us up for a little while, remember? The first thing you did after your escape was find me. Enough! Don't say another word about that. So, sweet sister. Is this how it has to end? I admit, I always knew this night might come. Well, any message you want me to give Father? An apology? A love letter?
Let's see if this works. I don't know.
I killed her. I didn't want her to go. I only wanted her to change. You understand, don't you? You wanted to find Bertrand. He's at the old gas station in an empty oil tank. He'll help me because I'll ask him to. But you must keep your tongue tight about what happened this night. Understand?
Your words are clear, White Mistress.
Don't hesitate to come see me once in a while. I'm going to be so lonely without Therese. I mean, I may need someone like you sometime. And
Yes.
I do get bored so easily. Maybe you could come by and cheer me up sometime.
Sure. Fear is the moon on a dread morning. I don't know what that means. I think sometimes I want to save them both. There is a way to save them both, but like you have to have like equal approval with both of them, and I haven't quite figured that out. The music is a bit loud. Okay, hold on. Let's go see Bertram. He's all the way over here. Hello.
Look who finally made it. Thought you'd never find me, did you, sweetheart?
It festered in your brain that I looked for you?
I've gotten good at knowing when I'm wanted. Ah, so you're who I'm waiting on. Someone must have faith in you, Cupcake. That, or they want you out of the picture. Interesting choice either way.
Nasty dude.
Nasty dude? Hey, I may not be a looker, kid, but you better start showing some respect. 'Cause I could squash you like a freaking bug if my panties get all bunched up. You got it?
No, your nastiness was shown to me by the little golden ghoul.
Oh shit, a Malkavian. And you ran into Nox, too? You guys must have had quite a conversation. Not a working brain cell between the two of you. Oh well.
Bertram Tongue, the nasty dude.
The one and only. But don't bother with the introductions, fledgling. I know who you are.
Then you know more than I do.
News travels down the kindred grapevine like wildfire. And that courtroom spat between LaCroix and Nines Rodriguez is a juicy little morsel. And you in the middle. How interesting.
And survive I did.
Oh, you did you? Well, I wasn't worried. So why did you need to find me? What did you need?
I seek a strange house of wares, oh nasty dude.
Oh, never mind. The warehouse, though. I've been watching the place. The Sabbat has a bunch of low-life humans working day and night to move stuff through there. There's some major staging going on.
Secrets, sorrow, and sickness. Tell me of the Sabbat.
The Sabbat? Jeez, you are green. It's like this. We're all monsters, like it or not. I'm not gonna say the Sabbat are the evil vampires, because none of us are the good guys here. But the Sabbat, they glorify their monstrous nature. They refuse to hide it, and go out of their way to show it. They're also brainless and reckless. They have a life expectancy of a vampire fruit fly.
What of the hapless humans?
As far as I can tell, the humans seem to know the score from the way they've been talking. I think most of them have aspirations of joining the next graduating class of shovelheads. Ugh, losers.
Do they know of their dark masters?
Yeah, the Sabbat like everyone to know just who they're dealing with. So if you get in there and have to bust a few heads, don't feel bad. Think of it as upholding the Masquerade.
Can you bring me there with shoes of air and feathers?
Yes, I can. Just tell me when you're ready, and we'll leave. Once you're there, however, you're on your own. You'll have to get into the place and plant the explosives in the middle office to take the whole structure down.
Light the way for me, your dudeness. Let's go and do this. I should probably see if I can level up Obfuscate a little bit more. Let's see, can I? I can. This ability allows the vampire to range his way, reducing their combat skills down to infant levels. I don't know if I want to update any of that quite yet. Oops. This is gonna get me in trouble. Yes, delicious. Got your gun. I thought at level 3, hold on. You may perform stealth kills while invisible using the attack key. Be careful not to touch your victims or you will be revealed. Additionally, any melee attacks that break Obfuscate 3 will gain A 50% damage bonus, costs 1 mode per activation, lasts 60 seconds per activation. Okay, so interacting with objects is not kosher. Got it. Okay.
Yo, what the fuck is going on here tonight? Boxes is all in everyone's face and shit.
Didn't you hear? A new shipment came in, some pretty serious hardware.
Yeah, I heard. But what the fuck? They get that kind of shit in here all the time. What's so different about tonight?
Are there like
Marcus is tense as a motherfucker. Maybe you heard
good things?
Like I don't know, but keep your fucking eyes open. Somebody better tell those clowns at the freight house to quit playing cards before Marcus grabs us to keep the fucking tense. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we need to do. Security. Okay.
Even a better what? Shit, relax, Holmes. I'm in.
Yo, Marcus is getting all crazy on people tonight, right? What the fuck? Something going down tonight. He knows something. We don't.
I know you best keep your voice down, Holmes. Marcus don't play that shit.
What shit? I'm just asking a question.
That's the shit he don't play.
Look, both of you just shut up and play your fucking cards. Where the hell's Junior?
He's inside, watching the steps. Guess Marcus kind of scared of him, you know?
Shit, I guess Junior's smarter than he looks.
Okay.
Hey, you see something out there?
Where?
Out
Nope,
there in the
you
train.
don't see a
I
thing.
swear I saw something moving.
Ain't nothing out here. You're just scared, little John.
What? Shit, I ain't scared of nothing.
You didn't
Scared for
see
whoever decides to come
nothing.
and get a piece of this.
Hey, quit waving that thing around. Fucking explosives all over the place in here. You trying to blow us up or something?
Y'all saw nothing. Eat 'em. Gotta eat 'em. Perception. Ooh. Quiet, guys. They'll hear us. Alright. Let's not fall down. Shh. I don't want to get into a fight. Like, real bad, don't want to get into a fight.
No one was leaving, so we got stuck here. I swear to God, one of you mouths off again, I'm going to pull out your tongue and nail it to your thick, shit-filled skulls. Now I gotta call my woman real quick, so keep your mouth shut, your eyes out, and your hands away from your pockets. Yo, man, have a late night. Not tonight. Hey, shut up and deal with it. I don't care.
My cousin's got her friend staying at my house.
You do that. You touch my bike, I'll break my foot up in your ass when I get home. You testing me? I don't care if the kid's in the room. I don't even know what's going on. Don't you raise your voice to me, woman. That's just the way it is. Deal with it. You do it. See what happens. End of conversation.
I never agreed to.
End of conversation.
Shut up and shoot anybody else.
Very carefully. Just going through the front door. Shh. They'll never see me. This is why obfuscate is OP. You can just walk on out. It's Beckett!
The warehouse. Your handiwork, I presume?
Explosions always remind me of my childhood.
Hopefully no Sabbat saw you escape. They can be somewhat antagonistic.
I don't think they did. Are you the big bad wolf?
I see my reputation for once does not precede me. My name is Beckett. I haven't been following you per se. We've just coincidentally been at the same places at the same time, for different reasons. So sorry if I unnerved you. Tell me, have you by chance seen or felt anything strange since your embrace?
I see dead people!
A ghost? Quite ordinary. I generally pay wraiths no mind. All but a few are willing to give up their secrets.
On the beach, their blood was thinner than water.
Thin bloods. They're a fascination of mine. They are considered a weaker, more human-like kindred. Hence the name, Thin Blood. But they are sired same as any of us. I've heard a large concentration of them live in this city. They're one of the reasons I'm in Los Angeles.
Beckett's everyone's favorite loner. It's true, he is everyone's favorite. The Baron's sister is herself. 2 minds, 1 face.
Something to look forward to, eh?
All I care to share.
Most of my contacts here report sensing something unusual in the night air. Like a sense of dread or pressure. But I'm not a native to these parts, so I can't tell if it's irregular. And since you're still fresh, perhaps you're not attuned to it. Pleasure meeting your acquaintance, but there are rumblings for me to discredit. We shall, I'm certain, meet again. Or never again.
No.
Good night, young one. And be careful. You're very likely being hunted by the Sabbat.
Goodbye, wolf. What an exit. He just runs off.
Nice work, Cupcake. I felt that explosion a mile away. It's all over the news, too. Man, there's gonna be some pissed off Sabbat just howling for blood tonight.
Do you know of Beckett, the noble savage? An interesting way to put that.
Beckett? Well, I know of him. Why?
We traded words.
No kidding. Huh. Must be something major happening if he's in town. Beckett is a historian of sorts. He's unearthed more vampire lore than anyone. Well, that's all Beckett does. Seek the truth behind our condition.
I seek to pull questions from your bubbling dome.
You better get back downtown.
Oops.
Prince LaCroix's gonna want to hear all about
I want to
this
ask
victory.
questions.
What do you need?
I made an acquaintance with your golden ghoul.
I know you did. Sharp kid. Can track like a bloodhound. I watched him work for a while before I approached him. I had no idea how eager he would be to help.
It festered in your brain that I would?
I knew you would. I had...
No. He played unawares, but I vanquished the Asian nightmare in his stead. The golden ghoul spilled his secrets like a child. He played unawares. Should if I say he spilled his secrets like a child, would I get him in trouble?
Oh, shit.
No. Your scheme was laid bare before me.
Huh. Well, savor the flavor, fledgling.
It was accomplished regardless of your play.
Thanks. You helped me get rid of a spy without revealing myself, or getting my hands dirty.
You know of people. Tell me.
Sure.
Tell me of the Jester Prince.
Jester? You call him LaCroix a Jester? You'd better watch that, fledgling. Anyway, what am I gonna say? He's the boss now.
Shine the light on the clans.
Sure.
Lay bare the Bruja.
They're a bunch of malcontents. They get pumped up by rousing the rabble they keep around them. Like, that's hard. Nothing breeds faster than contempt. And that's what the Bruja are all about. Jealousy and contempt.
Right, more clans.
Sure.
Give me the goods on the gangrel.
Well, they fancy themselves loners and drifters running around the countryside and barking at the moon. It's all just an act. Gangrel can walk upright. They just choose not to.
Alright.
Sure.
More. Demystify the Malkavians.
Malkavians are, interesting. There's something to them. Learning to sort the wisdom from the bullshit can be some work, and, not all of them are worth listening to, but, they're all good fun, if you ask me.
We are! Fun like the dark daughter of Janus?
Janus's daughter? What the... Oh, Janus. The two-faced god? You mean Therese Vorman. Oh man, you Malkavians are really messed up. Anyway, that was just silly vampire politicking, fledgling. No more. You get used to that kind of thing.
The dark daughter of Janus wanted you to swim the dark waters.
Yeah, no kidding. Now that the Camarillas moved into L.A., Therese wants the title of Prince of Santa Monica. I guess she saw me as a threat. Funny thing is, I could care less.
Is the task beyond your nasty self?
I wouldn't want to be the Prince of Terre Haute. I leave that headache to the Ventru. Besides, there's only like 4 vampires in all of Santa Monica. Some kingdom.
I'm not gonna tell him that they're the same person because they are in my clan. I seek to questions from your bubbling dome.
Like what?
Alright, some more clan stuff.
Clans are just bloodlines, you know. A common root shared and passed on from sire to child.
Tell me about the Nosferatu. Give me some knowledge about the Nosferatu.
The Nosferatu are damn good at what we do.
You would
no
say
one even
that.
argues that. If you need to know, if you want it found, you come to us. We're indispensable. Not a bad place to be in the afterlife.
Fate shines well on your twisted visage.
The Nosferatu stick together, pool resources. We have more going on than anyone could guess at. Our web blankets the night.
Are the creeping worms a part of the Jester's family?
I'm loyal to the clan, loyal to my primogen, and therefore loyal to the Camarilla.
Do you like the Jester's family?
The Nosferatu are the eyes and ears of the Camarilla, so they take care of us. They value our services, or don't want to be on our bad side. Either way, no one bothers us.
Love me a good Nosferatu. I like the Nosferatu too. Of course, the Malkavians are my favorite. Did I already ask him about LaCroix? Tell me about the... No, I did.
Sure.
Another clan. Tell me the truth of the Toreador, which is gonna be mean.
I don't rub elbows with the pretty bloodsuckers much, but I've seen them work people like puppeteers, and that's admirable. Now, if only they'd get off their slimy asses and put their talent to some use besides feeding their egos. Sure.
Okay, let's see. The Tremere. Tell me the tale of the Tremere.
Mages. I don't have any reason to trust them. They're creepy, and I think they like it that way. But to be honest, I don't hear much about the Tremere. There's a few in LA, but all in all, there's not that many of them. Sure.
And then let's ask about the Ventru, and I think that's all the main ones. Ventru and Veritas.
Well, they get a bad rap, if you ask me. Everyone likes to take shots at the man in charge, but when it comes to getting the job done, the Ventru know how to step up. They can take the heat.
So how you doing, Pin Monkey? So glad you could join me. Can you open my eyes to the sect?
Yeah.
What appraisal of the Anarchs?
The Anarchs. Yeah, I respect what they do, strenuous liberty and all that jazz, but they're kidding themselves. Wherever there's an ounce of power to be had, there'll be people dicking each other over. You think the Camarilla invented that?
What do you know of the one with a number 4 name? That's 9s.
From what I hear, he's a likable sort, and that's a problem. Nines Rodriguez is the kind of guy you want on your side, and more kindred go anarch every day because of him.
I see why. I see someone with my mind's eye.
Sure. You better get back downtown.
Expose Bertram's scheme.
Prince LaCroix is gonna want to hear all about this.
I wasn't done talking. Let me back.
What do you...
Do you see the shadow-cloaked killer?
Those murders are definitely the work of kindred. Probably some caitiff getting revenge on everyone who made fun of him in high school. Once the sheriff tracks this guy down, they're gonna make one hell of an example of him.
Caitiff, the motherless dogs.
Pretty close to the mark. Caitiff are just kind of riffraff vampires who don't know anything about vampire society, don't know their clan, mutt vampires. What I suspect you were perilously close to becoming if LaCroix hadn't intervened.
Thin-blooded and short-lived.
You said it. Theory goes that the farther down the bloodline you are from Cain, the weaker the blood is. So if you're, say, 5th generation, the blood is strong. If you're 15th generation, you barely qualify as a vampire. A thin blood.
Thin blood, thinly seen, and yet they cast a long shadow.
Long shadow? Yeah, I see what you're saying. You Malkavians and your damned insight. Most fledglings don't know anything about Gehenna.
Gehenna, the falling of the eternal shadow.
You don't know the half of it, kid. Gehenna, the day we all die, when our sleeping forefathers rise and bring about the end of the world. Many believe we're living in the final nights.
Cain? Creepy.
Yep, that's him. Cain, the biblical brother killer, father of all vampires.
Alright.
Like what?
What haven't I asked?
Sure, Cupcake. It's war out there, after all. You should know all you can about the different sides.
Let's clue me on the Camarilla.
The Camarilla works. When you let vampires run wild, you wind up with caitiff frenzying in the streets, thin bloods blowing the Masquerade, and hunters sniffing around. Law and order is the kindred's friend.
Hunters, gods, devils.
Hunters. Humans who hunt vampires. Most are half-cocked yokels, who also say they've been abducted by UFOs. The real hunters are trained by secret societies, holy orders of the church that have existed since the Middle Ages. Fear them.
Alright, I think I need to ask about the Sabbat.
Like what?
Left, and I think I've asked everything.
Yeah.
secrets, sorrow, and sickness. Tell me of the Sabbat.
You ask me, the Sabbat makes no sense. They couldn't care less about the Masquerade, and they seem to care even less about themselves. It's like, hey, let's all spread hell on Earth so we can feel big and bad. Oops, I'm dead. Now how did that happen?
And that's it. I leave you to your black baths. Farewell. And I'm gonna hack your computer right in front of you because I'm a hackerman's. Email. I want to see you soon. I'm bored. Can you come entertain me? I'm at the club. XOXOXO. It's Jeanette. Birdie, the stick in the mud is mad. You better lay low for a while. Notes. Oops. Obfuscate. Asylum. Run by Vampiric Sisters, I like Jeanette better than Therese. And then Gallery Noir. There is a back entrance in the alley, weak pipes between parking structures, and alley could be broken off. Oh. Okay. I was hacking your computer, don't mind me. I'm sure he loves that. Speaking of Gallery Noir. Oh, I missed my public urinator. Damn it. Are there cops there at the Gallery Noir? They are. Can I talk to them?
Crime scene. Gonna have to ask you to step back, please.
Murder most foul?
Some lunatic broke into the gallery and slashed up the paintings. Everyone's a critic these days, huh?
The fish will go into the net. I am gone. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. How is... Let's check on Mercurio and see how he's doing. I wonder if he's even there. He's not. He's gone. No? Hmm. Yeah. Okay. I guess... Oh, wait. I am absolutely gonna eat this guy. He's my favorite guy to eat in Santa Monica. There's probably a bathroom in that club, and yet you're using the alley? Come on, give me a break. Gross. Hello.
Where to?
Not here. Changed my scene. Get the big yellow beetle scuttling towards my destiny. Why am I talking to you? I'm not going anywhere. Not here. And let's go downtown. And meet my one true love, Nines Rodriguez. Wham!